Redrawing the borders of Europe has been done by many other content creators, but none of them are redrawing them in such a way to show the irony. The goal of this video is to create the opposite of what everyone else is doing and create very cursed borders. When it comes to the Benelux countries, that is Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg, what others do is that they unite them into one country. I however want to take a different approach and completely split them off. Luxembourg would slightly grow in size, with Belgium ceasing to exist and is replaced with Flanders, Wallonia and Brussels. The Netherlands is often called Holland to refer to the entire country. To make things easier for everyone, I will split off Holland from the Netherlands. With that, I'm done with this part of Europe. Now everyone can learn the difference between Holland and the Netherlands. Going to the Iberian Peninsula, they also very often get united into one country, the Iberian Union. I however will do the exact opposite as well. Portugal would get Galicia, they have very similar food, so this is why I'm choosing to unite the two. Basque country would be created, taking some lands from France as well. Now here it gets interesting. Some people release Catalonia as independent nation. Instead of doing that, I will create a very big Andorra. Finally, in the south, I will add the Caliphate of Cordoba. I imagine that a civil war would begin in the region right after these changes take place, but this is a topic for another video. France and the UK would unite into one country, since again, I'm doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Usually, the UK is split off even further, and Ireland is united. Speaking of the Republic of Ireland, they and Northern Ireland would have to swap places, meaning that this part of Ireland is part of the Franco-British Union instead. Now this doesn't make any sense, but at least the Republic of Ireland is not united, like in most videos on the same topic. Switzerland would form a great Alpine Federation, and would even get a coastline. They will get land from most of their neighbors, as well as the island of Corsica and Sardinia. In our timeline, they are known for watches, money and chocolate. In this time however, they will be known for having the best navy in Europe. Outside of Europe, they would have many colonies, enriching the nation even further. Italy wouldn't change their borders, instead, the Pope would rule the nation. This means that there is no mafia in Italy and the Italian economy would be among the best in Europe. Most people just split the country into north and south, but I'm not going to do that. Now, let's go to the Balkans, one of the most chaotic places on earth. Most of the young people of the Balkans choose to emigrate to Germany to work there. This is very inconvenient since they would have to always travel by plane back and forth. It would make more sense to bring Germany to the Balkans, so that they can solve this minor inconvenience. With that move, Germany would border Greece, a country that has the best economic situation in Europe, right? Or at least in this alternative scenario they would be an economic powerhouse. They would straight up buy the entire country of Turkey, and relations between the two would be at an all-time high, up until the end of time, ironically. In Central Europe, there used to exist two union countries. These were Austria-Hungary, which included these lands, and the other union was Czechoslovakia, which looked like this. What if we instead bring them back, we completely mismatch the two? This would be the country of Austria-Czechoslovenia, a very cursed sounding nation, but at least Austria and Czechia would get a coastline, making them a naval powerhouse. To its west, the country of Slovakia-Hungary would be formed. They would be known for stability and the least corrupt place in Europe. These new countries would form an economic union with the acronym of CHAS, or its full name would be Czechia, Hungary, Austria, Slovakia, Slovenia. They would rival the German economy. Eastern Europe would be very tricky. To start off with the controversial Crimean Peninsula, I think it's fair that neither Russia nor Ukraine get to keep it. Instead, the country of Moldova expands a little bit to include the peninsula into their borders. In this cursed timeline, the Polish and the Russians are best friends. The opposite of what is going on right now. Their alliance is so strong that Poland and Russian Kaliningrad swap places. With that in mind, we can safely recreate the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, a very cursed version of it. In our timeline, they used to stretch south to the Black Sea, but now they expand north, into the Baltics, Belarus, Finland and Sweden. They have sort of achieved the intermarium idea, which they wanted to do before the Second World War. If you want to see this scenario, look at the top right of your corner on your screen. The remainder of Russia would be invaded by the Mongols, just to avoid any further confusion. Ukraine and what is left of Russia, based in modern-day Poland, would unite into one entity, still being close with the Polish. What we are left with is a border between Germany and Russia, so a possible war could occur. Let me know if you want me to recreate the Second World War using these borders. If you want to see a video where the Balkans are united, I suggest that you watch this video where the Balkan Socialist Federation gets formed after the Second World War. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe.